Hey, Coach, I'm just wondering if you have an update on Kevin or how long you expect him to be out, or what might.
I don't expect him to be out a long time. It's a bone bruise. You know, he hurt the outside of it when he got hit the other day, and it's kind of created a similar situation that the other one did. But it's not something that is going to be keep him from playing over time. But if he'd have played today, he would have been 50% or 60%, and then you risk getting hit again. So he won't practice tomorrow, and we'll see about Thursday, and hope he can practice on Friday.
In a game like tonight, after a grind, how good was it to kind of space this one out and get some guys minutes and not have to stress it out?
Yeah, it was good not to have to stress as much, and we played well. We played well, and offensively, we were the ball moved, we got shots we wanted, and we shared it, and shot distribution was good. And Marco saw a couple go down, and so that there was a lot of good things offensively.
How important was it to have kind of an aggressive version of DeJuan tonight with Kevin out?
He shot 2 balls behind ball screens. I think he made 2, which is good. We wanted to shoot the ball, but yeah, I think he was more aggressive. But the thing about it is, and I told Juan this, he needs to quit listening to me, and he needs to quit listening to everybody else on how everybody else, what they think he should be doing to play well. It's ridiculous, including me. All he's done is won a state high school championship, won Peach Jam, won a national championship. He wins every pickup game. I told him, just trust your instincts, just play and trust your instincts, and quit trying to play if you are because other people say you need to do this and that. You know what he needs to do? He needs to make sure his team wins, and that's what he does. And so he'll read what he needs to do from game to game.
Marco said that this was the most comfortable he's felt, since he's joined Kansas. Did you feel like that's the most comfortable he's looked since he's joined?
I thought offensively he was good. Defensively, I would say that there's some things we can improve on. I thought offensively he was good. But I'll be honest with you. It's easier to get comfortable when you make a couple of shots early and everything, and then all of a sudden you feel like that there's not pressure to make the next one. And it was good to see him. He's a good player, and he just hasn't played probably the way that he thought he would thus far. But tonight was a good step.
Bill, you guys were able to have DeJuan sit for a while. When he was out in the first half, you guys went on a 13-2 run. How big was it to be able to have that level of play while DeJuan was sitting on the bench?
I thought it was good that, and I didn't realize it was 13-2 run, but Juan, he's not a 37-minute a game player. He's a 32-minute a game player, and tonight we were fortunate enough that we could rest him, and he'll be a lot better when he's in there if he is not playing every minute of the game. But I don't know, for the most part, that would be on Marco. But the way that we play without a point guard, 80% of the time, unless Juan's in the game. Without Juan in the game, we don't play at the point guard. Whoever gets it brings it and initiates it, and we don't run a lot of sets because we don't know them, because nobody knows them, from positions they're not used to playing. So that was good tonight. That I thought everybody pitched in and handled it pretty well.
You've talked a lot about Marco kind of being in his own head and thinking too much and that kind of thing out there. Maybe the key to unlocking some of this is play to his athleticism. Does that apply offensively and defensively the same way? Just being an athlete, can he do the same thing?
I actually think his first step is so good that he can get his shoulders past people and force help, and he did that a couple of times tonight, which was great. But the biggest thing is defensively, when he's alert and turned up, he can really guard. But if he forgets, maybe a switch or who he's guarding or something like that, and then it doesn't look as good. And that happened a couple of times too. He's just experience away. He hasn't been playing ball that long. He just experienced away from being a really effective player. But tonight was good. He needed to see the ball go in the basket. He's had a great attitude and hadn't had many things go right for him, but tonight was good.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, which one do you think was a bigger deal? The fact that you held Oklahoma State to 29% shooting, or that you guys shot 57% shooting?
I would say for us, we've shot it pretty well this year. Are we shooting right over 50 for the year or something like that? I don't know exactly what it is. So after giving up what we gave up in Ames, I'd say the defensive percentages would probably be better. And I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys cover OSU, but I guess Bryce did dislocate his shoulder. Is that right? And they had a hard time getting it back in place, but they did. So hope he heals up quick.
What effect did that have on the game
I
when
think-
Bryce went out?
I actually do think it had an effect. I think it hurt OSU because Bryce has been kind of a Kansas killer in the 3 games. He's averaged 20 a game against us the last 3 games. So I do think that didn't help them at all when obviously when he went out. Hopefully he'll get back.
Hunter got his 2,000th point. What'd you think of his performance and that milestone?
Hunter scored 2,000 points already?
Well, it is for.
Yeah, well, I didn't think this year. So he scored 2,000 points in less than 4 years, and technically he's got another year left. He could score 2,600, 2,700 points. I'm glad you told me that. That'd be something I'd sell to him when the season's over. So technically, going into it, he would go down as the second leading scorer that's ever put on a Kansas uniform. If in fact that he would come back next year. Okay, I've got something to sell.
All right, thanks, Coach.